Alright, let's talk about obsession. We all have one, right? Maybe it's sneakers, maybe it's art. But what if your obsession costs more than a private jet? What if it was so valuable, so secret, that it had to be locked away in a vault that looks like something out of a spy movie? Today, we're not just looking at watches, we're stepping into a world that very few people ever get to see. This is the story of a collection so insane, it has to be kept behind 6 inches of reinforced steel. Welcome to a billionaire's private watch vault. What you're looking at right now isn't a bank. It's not Fort Knox. This is a personal sanctuary, hidden away, dedicated to the art of timekeeping. The owner, who we'll call Mr. X, to protect his privacy, agreed to let us in on one condition. We don't reveal his identity or the location. And honestly, once you see what's inside, you'll understand why. The journey to get here was an adventure in itself. A private flight, a discreet black car, and a series of security checkpoints that would make a secret agent sweat. But now, the heavy door is swinging open, and the air inside feels different. It's cool, controlled, and silent, except for the faint, almost imperceptible hum of the climate control systems. This isn't just a room with some safes. The entire space is a custom-built vault. The walls are reinforced concrete. The air is filtered to prevent any dust or particles from settling on the precious cargo. And the humidity is kept at a precise level to preserve the delicate mechanics and leather straps. Mr. X told me that the cost of building this vault alone could buy you a couple of suits. And as my eyes adjust to the soft, museum-quality lighting, I start to see why. Lining the walls are not shelves, but rows of state-of-the-art, individually lit watch windows, each one cradling a masterpiece. There must be hundreds of them. It's like a city of horological wonders, each one with its own story, its own pulse. So, where do we even begin? Let's start with what Mr. X calls his daily wear section, which is just hilarious when you see what's in it. Right here, we have a Patek Philippe Nautilus, 5711, with the iconic Tiffany blue dial. This isn't just a watch, it's a cultural phenomenon. When this was released, the world went crazy. Only 170 were made, and getting one was basically impossible unless you were a VIP client. The auction prices went into the millions. And for Mr. X, this is just another Tuesday. Next to it, a Richard Mille RM UPO-1 Ferrari, the thinnest watch in the world. It's a technical marvel, a sliver of titanium and genius engineering that you can barely feel on your wrist. It is less of a watch and more of a statement that you operate on a different plane of existence. Now, let's move over to this wall. This is what he calls the Holy Grails section. And he's not exaggerating. My eyes are immediately drawn to this one. The Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime Reference 6300G. This is one of the most complicated wristwatches ever made, with 20 complications, 2 independent dials, and a case that can be reversed. It's a symphony of gears and springs, a testament to what human hands can create. Owning one of these isn't about telling time. It's about owning a piece of history, a work of art that also happens to chime. The price? Well, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. We're talking well into the 8-figure range. And right next to it, something that made my jaw drop. The Rolex Daytona Paul Newman Reference 6239. But this isn't just any Paul Newman Daytona. This is the asterisk Paul Newman Daytona, the one owned by the man himself, gifted to him by his wife Joanne Woodward. It sold at auction for a record-breaking $17.8 million. I asked Mr. X how on earth he acquired it. He just smiled and said, "Everyone has a price. Seeing it in person is surreal. The dial has this gentle patina, the wear and tear of a life lived. It's not just a watch. It's a relic of Hollywood royalty and a legend in the watch world. To hold it would be terrifying. I'm not even breathing too close to the glass. Let's pan over here. This section is dedicated to independent watchmakers, the true artisans of the industry. These are the names that collectors whisper with reverence. Here we have a collection of FP Journe pieces that is just breathtaking. Techronome 3 Resonance, with its 2 balance wheels, beating in perfect harmony. The Tourbillon Souverain, with its mesmerizing dance. FP Journe makes only about 900 watches a year, and the demand is so high that the waiting lists are years. if not decades long. Mr. X has a whole case. He says he respects the independents because they represent pure passion, unfiltered by corporate committees. Each watch is the vision of a single master. And look at this, a Groibel 4C. This isn't a watch, it's a sculpture for the wrist. The level of hand finishing on this piece is beyond belief. Every screw, every bridge is polished to a mirror-like perfection. Their motto is art of invention, and you can see it. They push the boundaries of what a tourbillon can be, inclining it at an angle to better combat the effects of gravity. It's technical, it's architectural, and it's unapologetically bold. Owning one is like having a tiny, complex machine from the future. Now for something truly unique. Mr. X has a fascination with provenance, the history of an object. This display case holds watches that belong to significant historical figures. This Cartier tank, for instance, was owned by a world leader from the 20th century. This Omega Speedmaster was a backup watch for an Apollo astronaut. He says, a watch tells time, but a watch with history tells a story. Each one is a time capsule, a direct link to a moment in the past. He spends years, sometimes decades, tracking these pieces down through a network of private dealers and auction houses. The research and verification process is intense, but for him, that's part of the thrill. You might be wondering, does he actually wear all of these? The answer is yes. He believes watches are meant to be worn, to be unholed. He told me a story about wearing one of his multi-million-dollar pieces to a casual barbecue. Someone complimented it, saying, "Nice watch." They had no idea it was worth more than the entire neighborhood. Loves that, the quiet luxury, the personal enjoyment that goes beyond flexing. For him, it's not about showing off wealth, it's about appreciating the craftsmanship, the history, and the artistry. Each watch is a conversation starter, but often, it's a conversation he has only with himself. Let's talk about security again for a second. The vault has seismic sensors, pressure plates, and thermal imaging cameras. If anyone were to even try to breach the outer walls, a silent alarm would be sent to a private security team that can be here in under 3 minutes. The glass on these display cases is not just glass. It's ballistic and hammer-proof. It's the same material used in high-security embassies. It feels a bit like overkill, but when your collection is valued at, and this is a conservative estimate, over $500 million, you don't take chances. The insurance policy alone is staggering, with a premium that costs more than most people's houses each year. So what's the end game? Is there a watch he's still hunting for? He told me there are a few ghosts, watches that are rumored to exist, but have never been seen publicly. His ultimate quest is to find a legendary Patek Philippe that was supposedly made for an Egyptian king in the 1940s but vanished during a revolution. It's the stuff of legends, a treasure hunt for a modern-day Indiana Jones, but with a much bigger budget. That's what keeps the fire alive for him. It's not just about acquiring, it's about the hunt. As we prepare to leave, I ask him one final question. Which one is your favorite? He pauses, looks around the room filled with horological treasures, and then points to a simple, elegant Calatrava. He says, "This was the first nice watch I ever bought myself after my first big business success. It's not the most expensive or the most complicated, but it represents the start of the journey. It reminds me of where I came from." And I think that's the most telling detail of all. In a vault filled with millions of dollars of hype and rarity, the one that means the most is the one tied to a personal memory. Stepping out of the vault and hearing that heavy door seal shut behind me feels like waking from a dream. The world of ultra-high-end watch collecting is a strange and fascinating one. It's a world of passion, obsession, and mind-boggling wealth. It's more than just telling time. It's about owning a piece of art, a piece of engineering, and a piece of history, all ticking away on your wrist. It's a reminder that while time is the one thing money can't buy, you can certainly buy some incredible ways to measure it. Thank you so much for joining me on this exclusive tour. It's been an unforgettable experience. What do you think of this collection? Is there a particular watch that blew your mind? Let me know in the comments below. And if you love content that takes you inside worlds you've never seen before, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss where we're going next. Thanks for watching.